what's up everyone? This is Lisa Mom and I'm gonna be answering all of the questions that you've been posting from my fan page. But since I select only 20 questions and since you guys post like 30 questions to me, so to be biased, not to be biased, to be fair, that I'm gonna select 20 questions from the draw, because like in case you guys think that I'm just select the question from people that I know or something. I just want to make it fair for 20 questions only. But this is the part 1, so I'm gonna be answering 10 questions first and another 10 questions for part 2. So I have the draw in here with all your name. I'm gonna select 10 people for this part 1. Here goes. Alright. The first name to go, Yin Sok Liang. Do I pronounce it right? Yin Sok Liang. Okay, ready for the question? Sorry, I have to go through. Sok Liang. Hi, my name is Sok Liang. I would like to. Oh, so you asked me in French. So basically, I'm gonna have to read it in French. Est-ce que vous avez une galerie de vos œuvres? Je voudrais visiter vos œuvres, merci. Well, you were asking me if I have a gallery that I would just open somewhere with my art. Basically, for now, I don't really have any gallery yet. I'm doing things in my house. Well, people can come to visit my house, you know, see me painting or anything. But sooner in the future, maybe I might be afford to open a gallery or have an art show where everybody can come and see. Okay? Thank you. And the next question. This one is from Onsam Music Cambodia. Let me go through your question. Your question is, how many shoes do I own? Well, for me, if I think about it, compared to other people, maybe I don't have much. For sneaker, ballerina, sandal, and high heels, I would have to say I own about 52 pair of shoes. And yeah, I get blamed from my mom every day. But anyway, she can't stop me from buying shoes. That's a really nice question you asked. So next question. Okay, this one is from Madden Johnson. Madden Johnson? Alright, let me see your question. Madden Johnson, what do Cambodian authority think about street art? I think for now, street art is something new in Cambodia because like you know, I don't see many Cambodian people doing it. Just mainly the expat or foreigner they come to do on the street. But for me, I think that sooner or later the authority gonna you know, feel like it's supposed to be banned if people going tag some ugly stuff on the wall and without doing like any proper art. I think, well, it might be annoy the authority a little bit. But for me, the street art, you know, I do it unless well, I have permission or people commission me to do things for them. So for the moment, I think it's not really quite a problem in here. But sooner or later, I cannot guarantee that. So the next question. Alright. This next question is from Kalyan San. Hi Kalyan, how are you? Okay, what is the inspiration to your art? My inspiration to my art is basically our very own Cambodian culture. I really love Cambodian culture. I love the Khmer, I love Angkor Wat, I love like the pattern, everything that came from Cambodia. It's like that is the biggest inspiration, and I do Well, I do also include it with the power of women and the female figure. So that is like the big inspiration of my art. Thank you. Next one. This next question is from Aliang Barefoot. Is it right? Aliang? Lang or Liang? Okay, Liang Barefoot. Alright, Liang, I'm gonna answer your question. Your question is, how many hours that you normally spend on doodling or doing graffiti each day? Well, for me, left from my school, and every single minute that I'm free from my school, I will just spend on it. But normally, if I do the small scale of doodling or anything else, I would just spend 3 or 4 hours on it. But if it's like big commission work on a canvas, like 1 meter by 1 meter or something that you think is like huge, I would spend almost like maybe 6 hours or 7 hours. But I'm not saying that I spend per day. I would just spend like 1 or 2 days during the week, because actually I do have school and some other things to do. Alright, next one. This one is, I'm sorry that I have to say I don't really know how to pronounce your name, but if I pronounce it right, Brzing or Brzing or sounds a bit Chinese. It is. It is. You do it. I'm really bad at pronouncing name. I'm so sorry for that, but I'm really appreciate your question, and I hope maybe next time you can tell me how to pronounce your name right, so I wouldn't make a mistake. Alright, so Brzing, where is the best wall you have painted on? For me, the best wall that I have painted on is, I probably have to say the wall that I did commercial for Selkat XG, which is near the Malaysian embassy. It's such a huge wall, that I had to climb up from the scaffolding, like 3-story highs and everything. And it's basically the first biggest wall I ever painted in Cambodia. So I feel like that is the big wall that I ever paint. Alright, so this is the question number 7. This one is from Hayden, my client from New Zealand. Hi Hayden, how are you? It's really nice to see your question here. And alright, your question is, can you explain a little bit about the piece of Angel piece? I was really captured by the both of the colors. It seems that your most recent work has involved into incorporation, lots of interesting color, offset, and clear vivid black tone. Can you explain this transition? Well, for me, I've been doing things like lots of artwork with black and white and red, because basically that's my favorite color. But since recently, I feel like maybe I should start to do something more with the other color besides black and white, because also it's just like quite a suggestion from my mom. And also I would like to try a new thing, like it's just like putting on new tests to myself, like how would my art look in the color. And Angel of piece is actually the first piece that I did, like I blend in with so many color, and I love it because I did it just for to celebrate Chinese New Year. And Angel of piece supposed to be this really like peaceful and happy, open-minded ladies that she bring the color to the earth. So I'm so glad you get it, because like that is my first artwork with color, and I hope you like it. Alright, so I'm gonna go to question number 8. Okay, this question is from Kakada Will. or Chan Kakada Wheel. I'm really sorry for the name that I pronounced wrong or anything, but I'll try my best. Alright, Kakada, I'm gonna see your question. Hi there, I really adore your art. Thank you. Thank you for adoring my art. I appreciate it. They are really beautiful. So, can you tell me what is the inspiration behind all this great piece? Well, just like I said for the last question, like my biggest inspiration is our very own Khmer culture and all the pattern that that we call it in Khmer Kabat, and also the women power. So that I combine both together because I feel like women is like such a a powerful human being on earth, and also the Khmer pattern is very unique and original. So that's how like they all become like biggest inspiration. So next question. Question number 9. Sorry, I was counting. What was I was answering earlier? I didn't count. Alright, so this next question is from Aroni On. Right? Aroni. Let me go through your question. So, Aroni, your question is, who's your influence in art? I must have said the same thing. I think maybe first thing first, I probably gonna say like because my family they do like doing art. They draw, they paint, so that's quite influenced me like a little bit. And since that I do love painting, and I love all the pattern of my culture, and I see lots of beautiful painting around me. I would say that I think it's quite like one thing is the environment inside my family, and also the my culture. So they're like big influence. Alright, last question for part 1. Question number 10. This one is from Molly Roxanne, aka twin sister. We have the same face. We do have the same face. Even my mom say that. Alright, Molly. Do you plan to get a tattoo? If so, what would it be? I would love to get a tattoo, and I'm planning to having it. Well, for me, any design that I do, I really want to put like, whatever I did on the paper to the whole body, but since I'm a dentist and I don't want people to look at me like a freak, so I would just, maybe I just like gonna design something smaller. But for me, like the plan to get a tattoo, I would say I want my last name, Mom, Mo Slappy More, or I can do it in English, but it just doesn't make sense because in English you pronounce MAM, in Khmer like Mom. I'm probably gonna do Mom and then put it somewhere here or on my neck or something, somewhere that my mom cannot see. Otherwise, my life is over. So, alright, thanks for all your questions for this part 1, and keep waiting for the part 2. See y'all.